Green Bay Packers second round pick Edgerrin Cooper made his NFL debut against the Philadelphia Eagles, and today we're going to watch this guy's 11 snaps he played against the Eagles. Because in those 11 snaps, he probably made like 5 or 6 plays, or at least he made the proper reads within the play. Some of the plays he ended up not even getting tested because he did a really good job in coverage. I'm excited for this one, man. This is the first play this guy actually played. He came in the middle of the second quarter. On this one, he's going to do a pretty good job. He's going to actually have a tight end that's going to set up to the inside of him. And he's going to push this guy back into the quarterback. There's a pretty good job right there to be able to create that separation. You see him right there with the right arm. He creates a separation between him and the tight end. The left arm stays free, and this is the exact spot you want to be in. And then on the second play of the game that he was in, it was a quarterback sneak. The Eagles picked up the first down. And then on the third play of the game, the run's actually going to be away from him. This is actually going to be an 11-yard touchdown. So the first 3 plays, there wasn't a whole lot. But on the very next drive this guy came in, that's when things got a little bit interesting with Cooper. The guy started doing some really good things. You got a really nice play here where he's essentially going to take away one of the reads that Jalen Hurts has within this play. And the pass is going to end up being incompleted. But again, you see Cooper take away the tight end on this play. So this is a really good job here by Cooper. To be able to run with number 81, take it away. The quarterback obviously does not feel comfortable throwing that pass, which is obviously the right read here by Hurts. But I love the fact that Cooper not only plays his run fit, but the second he recognizes this is an actual pass, look at how quickly he changes direction. To me, that's a really good job to be able to flip the hips, turn around and run with the tight end that's, basically already running full speed. It's a great job right there by Cooper. He stays right on it. Hands are on the tight end, so he knows exactly where he's at. He turns his eyes back towards the quarterback in case the quarterback does actually throw it. Just a really good job right there. Let's go ahead and get into the next snap. You guys check this next play out. So Cooper's going to do a really good job being able to step up and make the tackle on Saquon Barkley. Keep in mind, the Green Bay Packers here are playing a light box. So essentially what that means is they're going to put 2 safeties deep. And once you do that, once you put 2 safeties deep, essentially on the front, guys got to be able to contain multiple gaps. And on this one, the Packers actually get a win, right? Usually against light boxes, you're not going to end up being able to stop the run. The run will usually pick up 4 to 5 yards. But if you can stop the run from picking up anything more than like 2 or 3 yards, that's a win for the defense. And on this one here, Cooper does a really good job being able to recognize the play. You see he is, at least it looks initially like he's going to drop back a little bit. He sees the motion. But he does a good job coming downfield and being able to grab the running back's legs. It's a really good job right there. Let's get into the next snap. All right, you guys, check this next play out. Cooper's going to do a phenomenal job being able to break the pass up. Just a heads-up play as he blitzes as he comes off the edge. This is a run-pass option, and Jalen Hurts is going to recognize that the blitz is coming, right? He's going to recognize that Cooper might be coming off the side, and he's going to even point it out right here. And the second he actually sees that Cooper is coming, he's going to take the ball. And instead of handing it off, he's going to go ahead and throw it towards the right. He's going to try to hit the quick screen. And Cooper does a great job being able to get that left hand out there. I know people aren't saying this is a very basic thing to do to be able to knock the pass incomplete. But do understand, this guy's a rookie playing in his very first ever real live action. And then more than that, this is tape study, right? This is him understanding that in a run pass option, in a type of offense the Eagles run, this is a part of it. If you blitz, you better be looking out for that potential quick screen towards the right. So that's a good job right there by Cooper to be able to break up the pass. You got Cooper lined up way up here.
Now, before we go forward, I want to just give a big shout out to the sponsor of this channel, and I want to share with you guys my week 2 picks with Underdog Fantasy, because pickup is the best game when it comes to fantasy football. I want to share with you guys my picks and kind of the thought process behind these picks. So we got 5 picks. We're putting $10 on it, and the payout is $202.50. So Underdog's going to give you 1 pick for free, which is this week happens to be CeeDee Lamb. Essentially, he just needs half a yard. So that one's free, but then some of these other ones, some people are going to question a little bit. Let's talk about Alvin Kamara. Last week, Alvin Kamara had a pretty big game. 15 carries, 83 yards and a touchdown, 5 catches, 27 yards. I think Derek Carr checks the ball down a lot, and I think with that, Alvin Kamara should be able to, if not run it in for a touchdown, he should be able to catch it for a touchdown. Now, I do think the Dallas Cowboys have phenomenal linebackers. DeMarvin Overshown looked really good this past week. Eric Kendricks was all over it. So that might make it a little hard for Kamara, but I also think the Cowboys will be up, so the Saints will be playing from behind. Another guy that I think should hit this week is going to be Gardner Minshew. Passing yards, basically, he just needs 203.5 yards or more. And the reason why I take this one is because Gardner Minshew has some pressure on him. Last week he had 257 yards, and honestly, it didn't even look good. Right, watching that game was kind of sad, but he had a lot of checkdowns and a lot of those type of things, but he still had 250 yards, and I think 203 yards is something he should be able to do. Now, obviously, this is going to be in Baltimore. It's an away game. The Ravens defense is really, really good as well. But I still think that with Gardner Minshew having that pressure, they're going to want to push the ball downfield. I'm going to take higher on that. And then Derrick Henry. We're going to take lower on Derrick Henry. Will he have at least 73 rushing yards? I'm going to take lower, specifically because I think the Raiders defense is good against the run. And I know if you look at the stats, it might not say that. But if you guys watch the tape, the Raiders on the defensive side did a really, really good job. The Chargers actually had like 170 yards, but 130 of those 170 yards essentially came on 4 carries. Outside of those 4 carries, the other 23 carries basically went for 2 yards per attempt. And Derrick Henry doesn't look like the same running back either. At least I didn't feel like he did. So I'm going to take the lower on Derrick Henry. 73 yards or less, I'm going to take the lower. And then finally, Cooper Kupp. 7.5 receptions. I'm going to take the higher on that. Cooper Kupp last week, man, 21 targets. That's absolutely incredible. Remember, Matthew Stafford has that connection with Kupp. Plus, we don't know if Nakua is going to play. I'm pretty sure he's out. So, kind of talks about the targets. And I think Kupp will end up getting more targets because of that. Not more than 21, but he'll get a lot of targets. So 7.5 receptions. I'm going to take the higher on that. With that, there's your guys' payout. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now, if you guys are interested in your own picks, there's a link down in the comments below. Now, always play responsibly and never bet more money than you're willing to lose. Let's go ahead and get right back into the video.
You got Cooper lined up way up here, almost lined up in the slot. You're going to get a run play, and he's going to do a good job being able to get off of 2 different blocks. To me, this is a good job by Cooper, and it's hard to see him. He's on the left side of your screen here. He's going to have to not only go through the first wide receiver, but then the second guy that ends up coming, he also ends up getting off that block. So that's a good job. Now, Quay Walker obviously blows this play up. You'll see number 7, jump the gap. Phenomenal job right there to make the left guard right there miss. Blows the play up. But again, Cooper does a really, really good job, right? You're going to see him take on the receiver as A.J. Brown right there. And look at how he gets past A.J. Brown, right? Essentially, Brown tries to push him down, which would make it easier for the tight end to pick him up. Cooper is not impacted by A.J. Brown pushing him down. Then Cooper gets up to the tight end here. And look at him get off the block as well right there, right? He keeps that outside leverage. So that's a good job right there by Cooper to be able to get off the block and stay within the containment. And I understand some of these plays may not be a whole lot, but the fact that we only have 11 snaps, we're going to overanalyze all 11 snaps. We're going to look at them and really dig into what this guy did within those plays and just really analyze and make sure he's doing a good job. And here's another example of him doing a pretty good job. I felt like this was a bad call. This was a defensive hold on 2nd and 12. That wasn't on Cooper, of course, but you do see Cooper do a good job being within his zone coverage. This looks like it's some sort of cover 6. And you're going to see Cooper not only take the running back, but he's going to stay on top of it. And the quarterback looks that way and then quickly gets off of that. So again, it's a good job by Cooper to be able to stick within a guy and kind of erase a route that the quarterback might have potentially thrown it towards. You got 3 snaps left here. Cooper's going to end up slipping on this one. He does a pretty good job being able to still get up there, stay within the run fit. Play picks up 9 yards. This one's not on Cooper. He does obviously fall, but can't really control the field conditions. On this one here, Cooper's going to do a really, really good job coming downhill. This was the second to last play he played in. He's going to come downhill. He's going to wrap the running back and stop him for just a gain about 1.5 yards. This was 2nd and 1. They do end up picking the first down up. But Cooper was close, right, to being able to make the stop. So this is still a good read for him to come downhill. Now, I don't know if Cooper is going to end up becoming a top 10 linebacker in the NFL, but the guy's showing some major flashes. And I think Quay Walker's a very good linebacker. And I know some Packers fans might not agree with that, but keep in mind, there was a time when people were saying Roquan Smith was overrated. At the end of the day, when you look at these linebackers and you look at them play and kind of the different things they're doing within coverage, what they're kind of asked to do, I think Quay Walker does a phenomenal job, especially in coverage. And maybe we'll cover that at some point next week. We'll talk about Quay Walker in coverage. But I think with these 2 guys as the young linebackers in the 1 and 2, over the next 5, 6, 7 years, I think they're going to become a really, really good duo. I think Cooper's done a really, really good job in his NFL debut. Obviously, he'll have to continue to develop. He'll have to continue to get better. The game will have to slow down for him. I don't really expect that to happen over the next 5 to 6 weeks. But at some point, you're going to start to see more and more from this guy. Also, we'll be checking in here on Devontae Wyatt. Here he is lined up in that 3 technique. Essentially blows up the entire play here. 1st and 10, 3-yard loss. Devontae Wyatt, man, was one of those guys I really, really liked. We'll check in on him in about 2 or 3 weeks, right? So we have enough tape of him. Let me know what you guys think, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was obviously different because of the fact that it was quick. We only had 11 snaps, so I wanted to look at all 11 of them. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time with another video.